I would definitely want, the Gen Zs of today to double index on what you spoke about, the timings, the sleep timings. In fact, very recently, I was watching this very entertaining show. It was a talk show on the OTT, where there are these two actresses who are interviewing different celebrities, and they have these right boxes, the red and the green boxes, and you have to step on one side, and depending on what is right as per you. And in that show, it was revealed that 90% of people now are night people, and only 10% are still early morning people. I mean, how much damage are we doing to our health by this?
So there is conclusive data to show that if you are awake at night and sleep in the day regularly,
yes, once in a while is okay.
Fine, yeah.
Yes,
you will increase your risk of metabolic derangements like diabetes and obesity. It's well known. Even more interestingly, there are studies to show that in cities that are very well lit, where the light in some China cities comes into your bedroom at night, and you're just used to sleeping with that.
Correct.
So exceedingly well lit cities, they have a higher prevalence of diabetes, because at night there's supposed to be darkness or dimmer lights. So we're trying to play with our body rhythms, and of course we may be doing very well in other ways, but very subtly these things impact our system.
And Dr. Mittal, one more point related to sleep and obesity. Like we see men who do so much of physical exertion, hard work, and then they sleep and they snore. So many times people consider that, okay, this snoring means the person is otherwise good, but snoring is also a health issue. And therefore, anyone who snores, that thing should not be ignored, because snoring and inadequate sleep and obesity all will lead to further health issues.
So I'm so glad you pointed that out, Amit. I think snoring is also something we take for granted. We as kids used to make fun of our uncles who used to snore, even record it on a tape, and have so much fun, as kids. But actually snoring reflects obstruction at some level. And our brain is not getting enough oxygen.
right.
So there is a condition called sleep apnea.
Yes.
So where you actually, the brain is not getting, or your breathing is actually stopping, and your oxygen levels are dropping during sleep. So it's not uncommon at all. It's not uncommon at all. And that has a direct relationship to our metabolic health. Again, obesity, diabetes, hypertension, my God. So much of hypertension and sleepiness in the day. Now,
True that, yes.
people who say that, I keep falling asleep in meetings. I just can't keep awake. And there's nothing else wrong with them. So have you checked for sleep apnea? And at least 50% of the time you will be right. So if you hear snoring as a symptom, or if as an unexplained fatigue in the day, with your vitamins being normal, nutrition being normal, you should look at sleep apnea as a possibility.
Or maybe look at whether your spouse snores or not.
Yes, of course.
I used to often wonder that, as couples age, some of them start sleeping in separate rooms.
Yes.
Now maybe I'm learning why. It could possibly because of snoring.
The first diagnosis made by the spouse.
Yes.
always. So that's true. If you ask a person, he'll say, "Do you snore?" I say, "No, I don't think so. Do I snore?"
Yes,
and then,
absolutely.
Oh God, you don't know you snore? So that's not uncommon at all. So men's health, this is an important aspect. That we look at snoring in a medical way.
Yeah, right. Okay, great. Moving on, Dr. Amit. Let's talk about diabetes a little more. And of course, we know that diabetes is rising in men worldwide. But somewhere, we all see and we have a perception. There's a sort of a love relationship between sugar and men, And
Right.
when a man is diagnosed with diabetes, it automatically becomes the duty of his spouse to refrain him from eating sweets. ये लड्डू नहीं खाना है,
That's very, very common.
ये मिठाई नहीं खानी है, ये हलवा नहीं खाना है. And you often see, and it's promoted in the movies also, which I think is not the right way. And the husbands become very upset about it. Ultimately, it's about your own health. So do you think that how can we, make some changes in this love relationship in a way that the heart is not broken, or let's say the pancreas are not broken?